3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, so sorry we're late. There was a miscommunication, but we're finally here. Thank you for waiting this long. It really is an after dark show tonight. How are you tonight, Jeff?
Doing pretty good. You?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Did a 3-hour stream before this, and I'm surprised there's 6 people watching at this time of night. It is
Me too.
2:04 a.m. on the East Coast. Oh my gosh. So let's see who we have in the chat. Right now, we have Eddie Von Keen, Angels Don't Fall, Noise Guru, Pushing Buttons 62, and I think, oh, Jency's here. Hey, Jency.
Hey, Jency.
I think it's because it's so late here. Good to see you, Jency. Oh, Ed Hen's here too. No, never. No, we can't. Ed says, so y'all can't sleep either, huh? No, we can't. Oh, it's good to see you guys. All right, we're just gonna jump into it. It's only 11 in Vegas, says Joseph. Welcome, Joseph. Yeah, it is only 11 in Vegas. That's true. What time is it there, Jency? I'm starting to sound tired. I'm not tired. It's just my voice because I was talking for 3 hours. So, Jeff, you want to get started?
Yeah, which one's first?
We're going to start with Super Mario Brothers. I hope he hops in. Yes, I do have one of those Facebooks. I'll invite you to Teresa's group. That's the Mandela Effect group. Jency says it's 9 a.m. there.
Oh, wow. Which one is his?
It says Super Mario Brothers in the title.
Uh-oh.
Laverne?
Oh, got it.
Yep. It's not Sandy Diva. It is, you can find me by looking up San Fran 876. That pulls up my account, believe it or not. So, on our last show with Brian, we were showing, I forget who shared it in the group. Someone shared a post where it said Laverne, it had their last names in the title. Apparently, in the pilot episode, let me see if I could find that. Oh, you got a video playing. You gotta stop that. No, sorry, Noise Guru. That's just my month and year of birth. Hold on a second. I have to Google something. I may get kicked out. I am searching title cards. See if I can find it. There it is, because we did show it. Does anyone know their last names? I know DeFazio.
Feeney was Shirley's.
And Shirley Feeney. Thank you. Okay, that's not showing up. I hope that wasn't a Photoshop. I've got Laverne and Shirley Sing Along, though. That's different. Wait, there's an album, Laverne and Shirley Sing? Hold on. Jeff,
No
I'm sending you a picture in Messenger if you want to pull that up before we or we could show it after since you're already in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, I don't want to have to I'm going to add you to the stage. I don't want to have to go digging in my logo and residue folder, but does anyone remember Laverne and Shirley and Company? Because apparently this was a promo before it aired on television. I don't know if you want to hit play. There's no sound. I muted it on purpose. Jeff. So the credit goes to Super Mario Brothers 3. It was a promo on TV. If you go to the next slide, I have a picture of it. Now at the end of the promo, it showed Laverne and Shirley at the bottom on WGN Channel 9. Anyone ever see and Company? Everyone's saying no. Whoa, 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 whoa. It only let you hit follow? That's weird. I'm wondering if I have my maximum amount of friends. That is strange. Ed, what name? Right in hey, LVK, welcome. She's never heard of this promo.
Neither have I.
Jency, I can't. WTF, come on. There was no Company. I agree. This is a great find, Super Mario Brothers. I wish you were here. Probably sleeping. Hey, Barbara, welcome.
Hey, Barbara.
Let me get rid of this banner. There we go. Really quick. So, Ed, in the comments, please post your name on Facebook. I'll come find you. I may have a setting that only friends of friends can send me a friend request. Okay, so that's all there is to that. So why don't you hop over to Messenger really quick and show everyone what I just sent you.
Okay.
There was an S on Super Mario Brothers? There wasn't, was there? He has me going to look now. Give me 1 second. I'm scrolling down through thousands of slides in my past Mandela effects folder. Yeah, there's an S there. That would be in an autocorrect. That would be an autocorrect. Does anyone remember this? Laverne and Shirley having an album called Sing.
I don't remember that.
I don't either. I do not have a Discord because I wouldn't have time. You guys just be talking amongst yourselves. I would feel bad.
So what are we
Anyone? So we have nope for pushing buttons. Joseph Zepso is no. Nobody never liked the show either. Guys, Brian told me something today that blew my mind. He's never seen Laverne and Shirley. I could not believe it.
What?
Like, yeah, right?
How did you never see it?
Nope for LVK. Let's hear it. Yeah, I know. I'll get a copyright. That's okay. I only knew the show too. Same Jency. All right. Let's get to some good stuff. Tonight we're going to be talking about some things I wouldn't normally talk about on Brian's show because it's earlier. I think you get away with more stuff this late at night. Ew. Screw it. I still wouldn't try it. Noise Guru says I would never have tried Pepsi and milk without it. I guess that's like an egg cream, right? Like a New York egg cream.
Pretty much, yeah.
But Pepsi, so much better with like root beer or strawberry or cherry soda. So much better.
Yeah.
Orange soda. Oh yeah, that's an automatic YouTube thing. Just write down. I'll know what it is. Just write it down, and I'll screenshot it, and I'll come find you. Okay, perfect. Screenshot. Got it.
So which one's next?
I don't know. I have to go look. I'm not there. It's going up to the right. That would be Rich Pisanic. Oh no. Hey Michelle. Welcome. All right, I just got this today from Rich Pisanic. So it's very short. Okay. Jeff, do you want to read it? There's words in here though. Like long. I think you can handle it. Go ahead. You read it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Give me a second.
Sure.
Last minute submission from Rich Fisanic for Mandela. For decades, science has known about satellite viruses, which are viruses that cannot replicate on their own. I hate when it does that. There we go.
It's okay.
But recently, they observed for the first time a satellite virus latching onto another virus. This vampire virus infects the virus it latches onto, and the virus will then replicate the satellite virus. Have you ever heard of vampire viruses before?
Anyone in the chat, have you ever heard of a vampire virus? The two viruses that they witnessed with the vampire virus latching on were viruses found in a streptococcus virus, or streptomyelitis or something like that. Regardless, it's a strep virus found in the soil. Vampire virus, no. New to me, says Barbara. It didn't exist. I don't know if she's talking about the music now or the virus. Oh, new, says Jency. New 2023 info. Noise Guru says yes. You've heard of vampire viruses? Hey, Lindsay, welcome. Weekend was very busy. Lots of shows and promos and planning for Friday. A lot going on this weekend. LVK has never heard of it, but I don't believe half the stuff scientists say anyway. I'm right there with you. Michelle has not heard of this. We flipped again or flopped, and I got a flip flop coming. That's a good thing to not pay attention to. This is different. This is different, Noise Guru. All right, we can go on.
I wasn't even aware that viruses could get sick, but in this reality, they can. Scientists hope these satellite vampire viruses will lead to better antiviral treatments in the future.
So here we have the virus, which is the black thing, and the satellite virus is literally latched onto the neck of the virus, which is why they call it a vampire virus. Did anyone know that viruses could get sick? Because that's new to me too. Never heard of viruses getting sick. New reality. I agree, Jency. We jumped again. All right, we can go on. So here, first known vampire virus latches into the necks of other viruses to survive. I agree. Going nuts. Didn't learn that in nursing school, says Barbara. Virus is a cold. Teach it how to make micro chicken soup. Oh, come on. Just push a button. So the mind flayer and the mini flayer. The mind flayer is the virus. Oh, I'm sorry. Is the mind flayer is the satellite virus. The mini flayer is the main virus. Vampire viruses viciously attack other viruses. They may be the ultimate antiviral treatment. So they're saying that vampire viruses may be used to treat viruses, which is just crazy.
Yeah, that's strange.
Mm-hmm. So that's the end of that one. That was a great find, Rich. Sorry it's so late that you couldn't be here. It does sound like Dr. Seuss.
Which one's next?
Ghostbusters?
We're going backwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the Ghostbusters is going to be half. You know what? Don't do Ghostbusters yet. Let me find something to send you to do because there's music in that, and the later we show it, the better. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a couple folders. We're moving fast. We're moving fast. And there's some older stuff I want to. Why is this happening? Really? Flicker's acting stupid. Give me a minute. I have to go in on the computer. I mean, not, you know what I mean. The web instead of the app. No, don't. Because I have the app, it's trying to make me go in through the app. No, don't open the. Oh my God. There we go. Uh-oh, I have a time limit.
For what?
What do you think?
The show?
I'm down. Yeah, downgraded on December 13th. No, not the show. I'll be downgraded on Flickr.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just the state of everything. I'm just going to jump to like page 6 and see what's here. Let's do Curious Earths. This fits tonight. All right, I'm sending you a link.
Okay.
And we have a show with Curious Earth on Thursday night. And while you show that, if you wouldn't mind reading it, I'm going to get a couple more.
All right, this one is credit to Curious and Curiouser, Higgs boson. By now, we have all heard about the God particle, or the Higgs boson particle, discovered at CERN in 2012. Many believe the experiments that led to its discovery created the Mandela effect. True or false? So we know of the God particle, but have you ever heard of the OMG or oh my God particle?
I'm not there to show their comments, so can you please read their answers?
Yeah,
Thank you.
nothing yet.
That's okay.
No for Joseph Zepso.
Are you still there?
Yeah. No other answers.
I just realized you weren't presenting. I'm sorry.
What?
It's okay. It was my fault. Sorry about that.
Okay, so true or false? So we know of the God particle, but have you ever heard of the OMG or oh my God particle?
They just made this up. Well, they made this up a while ago because this is an old folder.
They made up the God particle too. I don't believe a word they say. Fake science.
Oh, I got a folder for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, nobody's ever heard of this. So let's go on.
Yeah.
Here we go. Discovered way back in 1991, the OMG particle broke all speed records known to science, assuming it was a proton. Scientists determined that this particle traveled at 0.99999, lots of nines, 51 of the speed of light, meaning if it had originated from 1.5 billion light years away, it would only take 1.71 days to reach Earth, not months or years, days. This particle wasn't created like the Higgs boson at CERN. It was observed on October 15th, 1991 by the Fly's Eye camera in Dugway Proving Ground, Utah. It is the highest energy cosmic ray ever observed and recorded. Yes, Joseph Zepso, full of shit particle. What the hell is that? Oh my God particle?
It always cracks me up when you see articles saying stuff like that.
Right?
That no one knows what it is either.
Trying to justify it in this reality.
Exactly, Michelle. I'm not going to read that, but it's on the screen. I'll read it. But and who is the idiot that dared to lay claim to discovering this OMG particle? Better yet, who are the idiots that believe this horse doo-doo? I think we're past the time where we're allowed to curse. There's like stupid time limits that YouTube has. Like you can't curse like the first certain amount of minutes, stuff like that.
They never got me on that, and that's all I do on my channel.
I don't know if CERN is doing what they claim, but I will tell you, Barbara is asking that question, that when they turned CERN off, the Mandela effects were still coming, but there was a noticeable change when they turned it back on. When they turned it back on, I was getting hit constantly with much bigger Mandelas. So I keep saying this. I believe CERN is amplifying whatever is happening. I don't believe it's causing it, but I believe it's amplifying it. Because that's what I've experienced. Yeah.
I believe that too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Now that you know what it is and how long it's been observed, is the oh my God particle new for you too? The answer is yes. It's new for everybody.
Yeah.
Definitely
I
new.
have not, Ed. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was answering a question in chat. We covered that one a while back. I believe Fizzy Pop found it. I believe. Talking about Instapot, Instant Pop. As a matter of fact, I have residue in my first YouTubers affected by the Mandela effect of people remembering Instapot versus Instant Pot, and it's in my new one. Well, new is like 6 months ago, but the last one I did of the YouTubers affected by the Mandela effect. I'd be interested in actually reading all of them, not just one chapter. I just don't have time to do anything. Like, I haven't watched any new shows, new movies, nothing. All I'm doing is this, like 24/7. Oh, so much stuff. Well, it's up to you if you want to go back to Flickr or if you want to go with the folders I sent you.
Let's go
Whatever
to
you want to do. Well, it's all Flickr, but you know what I mean. New or old, you choose. You can go back and forth however you want.
Okay, let's see. If it would ever work properly, I would do that. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Well, I am so grateful and shocked that there's 18 of you watching right now because of the time.
That's surprising.
I know
Thanks,
the
guys, for
time.
showing up and hanging with us.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Michelle's upset.
Why?
Because she bought an Instapot, not an Instant Pot.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was Instapot when I first found out about it. And then all of a sudden in 2020, I see it said Instant Pot.
Mm-hmm. Pushing buttons is singing Flickr instead of Flipper. Aw. Lindsay says you're welcome. Thank us. So nice. Oh, that's not a good sound. A weird clunk. Did it cause pain? That's the important part. No is good. Jeff,
Yeah.
you there?
Yeah, I got it ready.
I don't have the voice to read all this. I'm losing my voice here. This is a long one. How about you read half and I'll read the other half?
Okay.
What?
I don't have much of one either, but I'll do it. It's from all
I
this.
know after what you were doing, but you sound a lot better than I do.
So there's a cartoon from the 1960s that aired through the 2000s that has been Mandela'd in multiple ways. Which underdog do you remember? 1, 2, or 3?
In the chat, 1, 2, or 3, please.
I'll read this whole one, Sandy. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Never heard of Underdog.
What?
What?
Well, she's from another country, right?
No, it's Noise Guru.
Oh, it's Noise Guru who said that?
Yes.
I thought it was.
Jency missed it. That's okay. The Jency, I know you love it. The cartoons you watch, you would love it. Think Superman, but a dog. So we have pushing buttons with a 2, Michelle with a 1, Noise Guru says 1. Wait, who said never heard of Underdog? Wait, was it Noise? Oh no, you were right. It was Jency. Noise Guru was like shocked, never heard of Underdog.
Yeah, I thought that's what I saw.
Okay. Well, my chat's moving really weird. That's why I was like, I got confused. I'm sorry. So Noise says 1. It was Barbara's favorite cartoon until the Jetsons. Joseph's episode's a 1. Jency's guessing 3. Nah, 1. Changed her mind. Ed Hen is a 1. Mandanimal, hey, is a 1. Lindsay is no clue, and that's okay. Barbara is a 3. Lord Frybread, well, I can't talk either. Welcome. Lord Frybread says 2. I know, I saw, I'm sorry. LVK is not sure, but I think it was a 1. We're going to get to that Noise. I'm not showing yours yet. LVK is a 1. All right, you can go on. I see your cute kitten icon. Matching Noise Guru.
In my past, Underdog was pale yellow or cream color. Number 1. I can agree to number 2, which can be found in collectibles and comic books.
Oh, that should be silent. I'm sorry. Don't hit play anymore. They can see.
I'm not going to. But in the cartoon, he can be both 1 and 3, with the darker flesh or light brown color being the most common.
So number 3 is the actual most common color. Everyone, it's a variation effect because you can find him all 3 colors. But number 3 is really the official color. You're going to see that with the images coming up.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day balloon is even this dark, almost brown color. I don't remember him being this color at all. Do you?
Jency says he should be white. That's what you said, Jeff.
Exactly. That's what I remember him as.
But I remember him like a pale yellow. But you said you could go with that.
I could go with that over the brown, yeah.
Actually, he looks burnt to me. This reminds me of the Pillsbury Doughboy that used to be white and now looks like he was baked in the oven. Yeah. All right, so Noise Guru says nope. Whoa, no way. 3 says Lord Frybread. 3 looks wrong, says Joseph Sepso. Pushing buttons is a nope. Yes, Mandanimal, it is flesh. Michelle thought it was white as well. He was like a human dog.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it looks like now. And it's okay to have the current memory, Barbara. He was an off-white, said Michelle.
Off-white.
White or yellow look right, but pink? Maybe only in certain lighting, but not all the time, says LVK. Well, we'll see. Keep going. You'll see.
I really wish I would stop doing that. Here we go.
I know.
Update. He can be found in all 3 colors here, too.
So the balloons also have all 3 colors. definitely a variation effect. Oh, the bottom right was a Coke commercial during the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Is that
And those
Stewie?
he's the same color as Stewie.
Yeah, it's so wrong to me. He was white all the time for me.
We believe you. Barbara says he was definitely not yellow in my reality. I believe you 100%. Wait till you see the comic books, Barbara. You're going to be triggered.
All right, other characters are off too. For example, Simon Bar Sinister can be found green to human hued and everything in between. He was a man, not a green monster in my past.
Do you guys remember him being a man, or do you remember him being a monster? You remember greens or human skin tone? He wasn't in every episode. Oh, Jency. That's the character's name is Simon Bar Sinister. He was a man for Michelle. I'm guessing a man for Noise Guru. Man 110%, says Joseph. Wow, my chat is jumping. Human maybe. Monster for Lloyd Frybread, greenish. Top left looks right to me, says Barbara. So she remembers a lighter human color, leaning towards. None of these look right, says Man Animal. Understandable. A man more white, says Man Animal.
The first one looks right to me.
I could go with the first, but not the second and the third.
No.
I can't even go with the bottom left. The bottom left is too vibrant.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't like that either.
Yeah. Ed is not sure.
All right, part 2, the title. What is the name of the cartoon starring Underdog and Sweet Polly Purebred?
So here is his actual color in the cartoon. This is a scene from the cartoon that I took. So everyone, what is the title of the cartoon? What do you remember? If you think it's a stupid question, just answer what you think it is. I love how the chat goes silent. Barbara says it was called Underdog. Pushing buttons, the adventures of Underdog. Question mark. Man Animal's Underdog. We know, it's okay. Oh no, this episode, this is the bad guy. Underdog put him in prison, and then he broke out of prison by dressing as Underdog, because Underdog was going to visit the prison. And now he's back to save the day, because he's about to, hurt Polly. Thought it was just Underdog, but I don't know, says LBK. Michelle says, I don't remember, but I'd say the Adventures of Underdog, because I do remember the Adventures of. Interesting. Did I say Joseph said Underdog? The Mighty Underdog, says Noise Guru. Are you guys making stuff up now? That is so weird, Jency. Look what Jency said, quick. I'm not covering that tonight. You see what Jency said?
Yeah.
That is, Jency, that's a sync, and you don't know, but I can't tell you about it. Because
Yeah.
I'm not doing it tonight. I'm doing it on Friday.
Oh, that's
that's
not
weird.
This. I thought this was, or that was.
This folder was so big that I decided to make that a whole folder on its own.
Oh, wow.
And
All right.
Animal says, yes, The Adventures of Underdog. Where did the folder go? Jeff, are you crashing on me? Yeah, I think Jeff's computer just crashed, everyone. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. It's so weird you guys are mentioning this. Uh-oh. Guys, I can't show anything without Jeff. I'm pretty sure. There he goes. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Yeah, well, hopefully he comes back. That just makes me think of the dog food, Mighty Dog. I don't even think they make it anymore. $5:30 a.m. to watch Underdog. Wow. Let's see. Well, Wikipedia is only partially right. And that's the problem. That's a Mandela if, you know. Well, you got to understand, Wikipedia is just people like us. It's just people like us putting in what they remember. So then this would be residue. Barbara says, The Amazing Adventures of Underdog. Well, that's not what he says anymore, Barbara. We're going to get to that. Jeff is back.
Yeah, my computer did that thing again.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
It loves to do. So am I even presenting anymore? I guess not.
Hey, Mr. Super Sidewinder, you made it. 12:45 in Utah. Wow. Like I said, you guys are amazing for being here. It's a Sunday night, too. Okay. It's tiny. Can you see it?
Thank you, Lindsay. Good to be back. All right. So, here we go. I've only ever known it to be underdog, nothing more. While announcers would sometimes say underdog only, with the exception of the first episode, the title has always been the Underdog Show. Does anyone remember that?
Okay, so now you can hit play.
I can or no?
Yes. This should have sound.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Time again for the Underdog Show, starring the champion of champions, Underdog.
I probably shouldn't have played that. All right, next. Go. You got, I shouldn't have played that. So, guys, I know what you heard, but answer what you remember. I already see what Barbara remembers, and it doesn't match. So, go ahead, Jeff.
Part 3, the catchphrase. Question number 2. Please complete his famous catchphrase. Blank, underdog is here.
So, what do you remember for the catchphrase? Underdog is here. What came before underdog is here? I believe you that was the Adventures of Underdog. I didn't see anything with the Adventures of. But I believe you. No, fair use does not apply for anything anymore, I swear. Do not fear, says Michelle. There's never fear, says Noise Guru. Never fear, says Mandanimal. Lots of channels, Jency. This was in syndication for 40 years.
Sandy, I got to step away for a minute. I'll be right back.
All right. Could be have no fear. Unfair use is what it really is. There's nothing to fear. Wow, this is all over the place. There's no need to fear. That is what I remember, Mr. Super Sidewinder. Getting a star. You're the first person to say what I said, what I remember. Never fear for Joseph Zepso. Have no fear in your reality. I believe you. It all rhymes. It's all going to rhyme. So it all ends in fear and here. Probably. Oh, pushing buttons remembers what I remember now. Yeah, pretty much. So when it first aired, Barbara's saying it was on CBS. It was the only local station in the 60s for me. We got NBC, ABC out of Denver. The reruns were on so many channels, Jency, like TBS. It was on Saturday morning cartoons, probably on CBS. Which one sounds right, Lindsay? The fear and the here are probably the only thing everyone agrees on. I honestly don't remember where Star Trek aired. But Noise Guru remembers CBS, but now it's NBC. I saw this recently, which is what made me pay attention. But Jency, if you want to check out Underdog, it's all over YouTube. Lindsay remembers Have No Fear. Thank you, Lindsay. I don't know when Jeff is coming back. I'm wondering if the dog needed to be let out. Barbara remembers CBS too. CBS was Flipper. I never really paid attention to those things. Honestly, I never really paid attention to the station. Except I could tell you, like, for example, like Family Guy, The Simpsons, Fox, they were all Fox. All right, go ahead, Jeff.
I've only ever known the phrase to be, there's no need to fear, underdog is here. But there's another one, and it's the only one Jeff knew.
And many people in chat.
I've never seen or heard Have No Fear, underdog is here. Again, this was the only one Jeff knew. Do you remember the catchphrase this way too?
And I know a lot of you do. Which makes this a bigger Mandela effect for most of you. Ed says, if I fall asleep, good morning, y'all. Lindsay's mom said, have no fear. He never said have no fear in the show. Never. So for those of you that only remember have no fear, he never said it in the show. It's only there's no need to fear, underdog is here.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
So this is a bigger Mandela effect for most of you
No
than
need
it is
to
for me.
fear, underdog is here.
What is?
No need
We
to
got
fear, underdog is
Jeff?
here.
No.
No.
Yeah, you got to reload it. Refresh. I removed you from the. Uh-oh, Jeff, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I had to get rid of that.
Gosh. That scared me. Barbara says, no way. Have no fear sounds better. Not to me, because it's always been, there's no need to fear underdogs here. Like I said, I believe you guys, though. I mean, it's written on things, but he never says it. Mandanimal doesn't remember no need.
Me either. All right.
All right, let's try this again. To be clear, there's no need to fear is what he says in the cartoon every time. So if you remember have no fear only, then this is a Mandela effect for you as well.
Is here. No need to fear, underdog is here.
But for me, it's a Mandela effect because I read some of the comic books. I've seen collectibles over the years, and not once have I seen Have No Fear.
And here is Yellow Underdog, Barbara. And it's on all the comic books. Have no fear. Underdog is here. So the only place that Have No Fear is still present is the comic books and collectibles.
That's
You can
something.
find both, though.
At least that's something.
Yeah. And that, it's very blurry, but in the top left corner, it's an ad for like Saturday morning cartoons, and it says Underdog, Have No Fear.
Yeah, I can see it. I can actually read that. Couldn't at first, but then I looked really hard at it, and now I can.
Yeah. That's crazy that you remember the flesh, too. You have the complete current memory. Well, no. I shouldn't say total current memory, because he doesn't say that in the cartoon anymore.
All right, part 4, the problem. I don't know if this part is a Mandela effect or not. It's a plausible scenario until you get to the end. I'll let you decide if the reason is a plausible one, or if it's a possible man excuse, or maybe you remember the current reality.
And I'm really curious what Barbara remembers on this one.
Yes or no? Do you remember Underdog wearing a ring? If yes, please tell me why he wore one.
Oh, stop it. You do not, Barbara. Shush. Man,
He does?
Animal. And Animal says maybe if you have to be an old fart to remember Have No Fear. So Noise Guru does. Yes, he got a power pill from it. No, says Joseph Zep. Yes or no, did he wear a ring? And if yes, why? Yes, it released superpowers. Not really. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Like a dog treat, says Noise Guru. Seems kind of like a yes, says Bushin. Mandanimal says yes, power pill. Mr. Super Sidewinder, yes, power pellet. Like a gold band? Sorta. Sometimes. But not just a band. Jeff, we're from the same reality on this, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I think we're alone, except for one person.
Oh, wow.
Joseph. Joseph was with us.
All right, maybe a man's excuse. The answer is yes, he wore a ring until the early 1980s. Here's where we might have a man's excuse. His ring contained an energy pill that he would take when his steam ran out, saving Polly. Does anyone remember this? Apparently so.
It was gold with a U on it. Sometimes. Pushin says, wow. All right, go on.
I have your ring here. The secret compartment of my ring I fill with an underdog super energy pill.
Look for the residue.
I have your ring.
Beginning in the late 1970s, networks began cutting the pill-popping portions of the cartoon. By the mid-1980s, all traces of the ring and pills had been scrubbed from the show completely. Until the mid-1990s when they started adding them back in, but calling them vitamins. Does anyone remember this?
So sometimes the ring was white. Sometimes the pills were plain. And sometimes they had a U on them. Pushin says, whoa. I just remember him popping it open and taking it, says Barbara. Joseph says, I'm an 80s kid. Maybe I missed the speed pellet. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But they did put it back in and start calling it a vitamin pill. So I don't know. All right, you can go on.
They were afraid kids would want to take a pill like Underdog, so they changed energy pill to vitamin, which would have made a lot more sense had they made Underdog vitamins like the Flintstones. Flintstones spelled the old way. This is another reason I believe this could be a man's excuse.
They never sold the vitamins. If they wanted kids to take their vitamins, that seems like a huge missed opportunity, don't you think?
Yep.
That they wouldn't make Underdog children's chewable vitamins? I don't know. Wait, Super Mario jumped in? Hey, Super Mario.
Hey,
We
Superman.
covered your Laverne and Shirley. So here is the Underdog show. And the next one has the Underdog Chronicles as well. Anyone remember the Underdog Chronicles?
No.
That's on a DVD set.
They didn't have Chronicles.
I don't know. The color is so wrong. Everything's wrong for my memory. Nope, says Barbara. Nope, says Mandanimal. No, says Joseph. You can go on, Jeff. So here is Have No Fear. I'm sorry, guys. It's in red because I remember there's no need to fear. Underdog is here. And there's the Underdog show again. Nope, says Super Sidewinder. Mr. Super Sidewinder. Good, I'm glad. No one remembers it, by the way. Not a soul. Underdog. Go ahead, Jeff. So here is the current reality color of Underdog. A fleshy tan brown pink. Okay. All right, here is just Underdog. So even the color is too dark for Barbara. Yeah, Jeff. Okay, here's that residue of the red bar flag that was in his eyes. And this is also the lighter yellow cream skin tone that we remember. He was white, says Mandanimal.
Yeah. So they have the figures there with the ring. Comes with the figure.
Yep. The figure's actually, that's why I showed it underneath. It's actually a pale yellow. That's just a really blown out image. And this is more, oh, there's no need to fear. Underdog is here in all of these, the way I remember it.
Are any of these Mandela effects for you? Let me know in the comments below.
Barbara says the Smithsonian has the original 15-star flag with red stripe under blue on unfolding flag video. That's neat. The ring was probably actually red with a white U. There was one residue of a red ring. I forgot to put it in there. Like you could see it in a different residue. But I forgot to put it into the ring slide. I don't know. It's a surprise to me what Jeff is going to pull up. Oh, we're going with the last new one? Okay.
Well, no. The last new one is Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay. I think this one's bigger than Ghostbusters, though. All right, guys. One of the main reasons people question humans landing on the moon is the amount of radiation in outer space. Specifically, the radiation the astronauts needed to pass through in order to land on the moon is called the Van Allen what? Please put the B word in the chat. As I said it, I know how it sounded. Barbara says, how they get past the firmament? Mandanimal says belt. Barbara says belt. Noise Guru says belts. Radiation belt, says Mr. Super Sidewinder. Anyone else? Pushing, radiation belt, Joseph. Pushing says belt. I guess belt for Gen C. Belt for Lindsay. Anyone else? We can go on. In my past, it was the Van Allen belt. One belt only. Is that what you remember?
That's what I remember.
I messaged Brian Stavely last night or the night before, and I'm like, have you covered this? And he's like, no. And then when I showed him everything, he's like, no, I have not covered this. I was like, all right, I'm doing it. You can go on. In this reality, I gotta get that off the screen so I can see. In this reality, it's called the Van Allen belts, like Noise Guru said, because there is more than one belt, an inner and an outer belt. It's always been this way. Are you from the two belts reality? I am not. It was not like this. Or are you from the reality where there are always two belts, but there are also temporary belts that appear and disappear? So yes or no in the chat. Do you recall more than two belts? Temporary belts? And Animal says no. Not two firmaments, Noise Guru. There's more. Mandanimal, I can only take one belt. Mr. Super Sidewinder is a no. No way, Jose, says Barbara. Pushing Button says utility belt. Jency says it was only one belt. Radiation belt. And there was no belt, it was only radiation. Ain't no belts in the waters above. Joseph says no. Anyone remember temporary third, fourth, fifth belts? Technically, there are 9 firmaments, but the book doesn't tell you about it, says Noise Guru. All right, Jeff, we can go on. A decade ago, in 2013, scientists first observed a third Van Allen belt. It was a third smaller belt that was eventually annihilated by, and I quote, a powerful interplanetary shock wave. You can't make this stuff up, folks. So stupid, I can't. It actually says a ring of radiation, previously unknown to science, fleetingly surrounded Earth last year before being virtually annihilated by a powerful interplanetary planetary shockwave. So good, I can't. Have a great night or day. Sorry. Have a great day. Thank you for being here. Yes, only an hour. After dark, late shows with Super Mario Brothers. Super dark early shows, says Mr. Super Sidewinder. Someone obviously has been making stuff up. I agree, Barbara. The Breakfast Club, says Mint Animal. All right. Oh, we already did. So in 1958, they uncovered that there were two belts. And I've never heard of them call it two belts. The twin Van Allen probes, which never knew existed, caught the third belt before it was annihilated, but they aren't 100% sure what causes the temporary belts. The permanent two belts are created, supposedly, by Earth's magnetic field, which leads to theories as to what causes the temporary belt and sometimes belts to appear. I can't put that on the screen. Oh. Super Mario Brothers says, NASA, you got some explaining to do.
Right. Well, they
No,
do anyway. Long before this.
Wait, there's more. Go ahead. These theories include weakened areas of the Earth's magnetic field and solar storms. One model shows the belts merging and separating between 1 and 3 belts. Joseph says, 58, the year NASA was founded, and the liars begin. I'm with you there. That looks so good. I am getting hungry. Breakfast sounds amazing. Eggs, toast. Mr. Super Sidewinder. The whole thing makes me Disney. All right, good. All right, guys, this is the best part. All right. None of this matches my reality from just last week. There was only one Van Allen belt. I know this because I was working on something related to this. There were never multiple belts in my past. Pause as soon as you switch.
Just to be clear, people did.
Okay, this is interesting. Candace Owens is not only affected by the Mandela effect, not only questions the moon landing, but Bill Maher's answers make him sound like a stereotypical denier stammering for excuses. Play the clip.
Land on the moon.
I don't know.
Okay, there we go. Just to
That
be
feels a
clear,
little like,
people did land on the moon.
I don't know.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know.
I do know.
I just want to know why we didn't go back.
We did go back.
What did we go back? What year?
To the moon?
We people on the moon?
Okay.
I'm asking
Now
a serious
who's ignorant?
question. When did we go? When did we
We
back to
first
people walking
landed-
on the moon?
Oh.
69. Okay.
July 20th, 1969.
Yeah.
We went back like 10 more times.
Who went back? Who walked on the moon?
America. You know,
No, but like, what were the astronauts' names? Educate me. Why
who
are
the
you?
fuck remembers what the astronauts' names were?
It's a pretty big deal to walk on the moon.
The first guy, and then after that, yes.
Who
Then
else walked on it?
I
How
don't
many?
remember the name. Like another dozen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Another dozen humans walked on the moon?
Yes, Americans, all Americans.
Okay. We don't remember.
We kept going back. Apollo 13 was the one they made the movie about. That was the one they aborted, but that was after we had landed. Apollo 11, I think, was.
I'm not talking about space missions. I'm talking about actual people walking
Yes,
on the moon.
landing on the moon and walking on it. First of all, it is an
name it.
impressive scientific feat. It's not out of the realm of like, how could that possibly happen? It's only 250,000 miles away. They had figured out enough to be able to do it, even with these shitty computers that they had in 1969. Yes, it's risky, and we did lose people doing it. But we did do it. I mean, plainly. I mean, the idea that you could think that this was some sort of, just to be
feels a
clear,
little like,
people did land on the moon.
I don't know.
Okay, there we
Good.
go.
It's
I
pause.
don't know.
I do.
Tell me that doesn't sound like a denier stammering
Yeah.
to find excuses.
Yeah.
He couldn't name any of the astronauts, any of the missions.
Right.
After he had the date, July 20th, 1969, but couldn't name anything else after. Oh, come on, you know the thing.
Yeah. Well, this
That's
guy,
pretty much what he said.
he's not only a clown, but he's an atheist. I don't like him, and I never did.
Oh my God. Anyway, I just thought that was great that she's like, what are you talking about?
He is so unlikable. He is such a little worm. Screw him.
Mr. Super Sidewinder says, we had to go back. We lost golf balls there. Push him. Wait, Candace is a gymnast? Is Candace a gymnast?
I never heard that.
Me either.
Her I like. Him not so much.
Yeah, she's a political commentator. Also, this could just be terms I've never heard of before that were obviously made up. But wanted to point out, has anyone ever heard of plasma fear and plasma pause? Because apparently that surrounds us too. Anyone? Plasma sphere and plasma pause.
They just keep making up words, don't they?
Uh-huh. It's okay, Pushin. You don't have to apologize. Oh, I gotta take that out. I'm sorry. A skiing vending machine on the moon, says Man Animal. Plasmasphere. So you've heard of plasmasphere, but not plasma pause noise? Barbara says, nope. One giant lie, says Jency. I agree. I agree. Not everyone. Not everyone. I agree with this too. I agree. Jeff? Are you
That's
still
it.
with us? Oh, I know. I sent you links in Messenger. If you want to do other stuff before Ghostbusters.
How many?
I sent you.
Oh, I see it.
There's
Got
3 more.
3. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna do all that. Maybe do 1 and then Ghostbusters.
All right, 2 more. That's fine.
Yeah, 'cause it's late. Let's see.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, you don't want to do the other one?
What other one?
I was surprised. I thought you'd want to do Wonder Woman.
Oh, there was a
Okay.
Wonder.
Yeah, that's why.
We'll do that one next.
Okay.
That's
Over the
fun.
years, Con Air, I'll let you read that one. Over the years, Con Air has released many heat tools for hair. Some were fads while others stood the test of time. We had web TV at my house. It was so weird. We thought it was the future, but it was so inconvenient. Hey, Go Car Bob, welcome. I think most people are aware of their hair curling wands and straighteners. Okay, Jeff. And I think most would even remember the fads of the 1980s and 90s, some which are making a comeback, like geometrics, shapes, and of course, the crimper. You guys remember these? Because I do. I remember the crimper, the geometrics. I remember the shapes that you could put in your hair. Didn't have the shapes, but I had the 4-pack with the crimper and the curling iron straightener. Same, Barbara, but not this one. But recently, I came across something that must be from another reality because I've never seen anything like it. Have you ever heard of or seen the Con Air hair crumpler? I'm going to show
She's
you. I'm going
she's
to show
either
you.
having a stroke or she's never seen it either.
No, she had never seen it before. I'm going to have better pictures of this. Yes, they were. But your hair looked so cool back then. Barbara says, nope. This one did not exist in the 80s. I do not remember the Ecto Glow heroes, but you should have asked this of Hebro. He would know. 100%. Yes, the crumpler. It crumples your hair. I thought crumpled hair was a bad thing. Me too. Never heard of it or seen it either, says Jency. I agree. It did exist. The one she's holding in her hand, she got off eBay. It was from the 80s or early 90s. Yeah, Jeff. I don't remember which one because I covered this a long time ago. There you go, 1980s. This hair tool came out in the late 1980s or very early 90s. I wasn't even sure. I can't be sure of the date because there is extremely little info online. My research produced 0 advertisements, commercials, and original pictures. I can't even find an image of the box. And here it says weird thrift finds. The crumpler no one remembers. So someone made a video, the crumpler that no one remembers. Go-Kart Bob has seen those. Are you thinking of the crimper or the crumpler? I'm going to show better pictures, don't worry. No, Jency, 2021. So I had like little bumps, like square bumps. The only information and pictures come from 2 reviews online from people who randomly found them, one in a thrift store, the other in a mystery box they bought on eBay. And if they came in the original box, the ladies didn't show it in their reviews. Good, Jeff. It's definitely USA by the plug. And the hair design isn't great, sort of like a very weak crimp to the hair. It literally looks like it's putting holes in your hair. Who would want to do that? Put holes in their hair. Right? LVK says that thing is weird.
Yeah, that looks stupid. That's ugly.
I don't know. I'd have to check. It's been like 2 years. Maybe it is on Amazon. Holy hairdo, says Joseph Zepso.
Or don't. They clearly
There
have
you
holes
go.
in their head too.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know who designed this. I wouldn't have bought one either.
Nobody remembers it because nobody bought it.
Yeah, but there's no ads. There's nothing online about this.
That's really weird.
Or there wasn't back then, I should say.
That's a definite reality insert.
Mm-hmm. It's like a waffle iron for your hair. Yes, Go-Kart Bob. Exactly.
Yeah. And who doesn't want that?
All right, go ahead. There's better shots of it. Besides all those very suspicious circumstances, I find it even stranger that both of their crumplers look brand new, which is shocking for a 25-year-old device.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? Like, there's no burn marks on the plates. You know, like the paint is fresh. I don't know.
Nobody bought it.
No, Jen, see the geometrics was a 4-in-1 tool shaped just like that, and you could slide the plates off and make it straight, crimped, or wavy. It was the exact same size back in the 80s. So I know they could do it back then. Jen, see, I covered this. When did I cover this, Jeff? Do you see the folder? I covered this May of 2022. That's when this presentation is from. Go ahead, Jeff.
There we go.
So here was her video, the crumpler, 25-year-old vintage styler tested. Does this thing really work? So what does everyone think? Could this be a Mandela device from a past timeline that wasn't our own? I truly think it might be.
Okay.
I think it is a reality insert, 1,000%.
I agree.
Oh, I have to remove you. There you go.
Okay.
Imagine what MacGyver could do with one of those. Graveyard Girl, yes. It never existed in my reality. Yeah, Graveyard Girl bought a mystery box off of eBay, and in that mystery box was that. She does. She absolutely does do great reviews. And the fact that she's never seen it makes you raise an eyebrow. Because she covers the weirdest stuff sometimes. All right, Jeff. You're up.
Okay. We need to talk about Wonder Woman again. I can't claim what I'm about to show you as a certified ME, but I've researched Wonder Woman many times. I've never seen any of this. Who was the first Wonder Woman on television?
Well, Super Mario Brothers just said something. Aw, that's sweet. Look at Sandy. Never cared for Linda Carter personally. I only know about the cartoons, says Jency. Linda Carter. Older than me, no clue. For Joseph, it was Linda Carter. Yes, her name is a Mandela effect. That was one of the things we previously covered. Jeff, what do you remember? Do you remember Linda Carter or do you remember someone else?
Linda Carter.
All right, we can go on.
Her name changed from like an I to a Y, right?
Yes. And
For
there
me,
it is in the parentheses.
Yeah. For me, it was Linda with an I, not Linda with a Y, Carter. But it turns out that two women were in TV pilots made for TV movies before her.
So Super Mario Brothers, 2 women, not 1.
Ellie Wood Walker was the first in the 1967 pilot called Wonder Woman, Who's Afraid of Diana Prince. It did not get picked up for a series.
But they did air the pilot. It just didn't get picked up for a full series. Has anyone ever seen this woman before?
Or this one.
Mm-hmm.
1974 made-for-TV movie simply called Wonder Woman, starring Kathy Lee Crosby in a crazy, not very Wonder Woman-like costume, would serve as the pilot if it did well. It did not. I've heard of her, but not as Wonder Woman.
I've heard of her too, but not as Wonder Woman. I don't recall the first pilot, says Jehovah's daughter, Barbara. That's believable, says Mr. Super Sidewinder. Joseph says nope. So,
It's like they're not even trying with this one here, though.
LVK, who in the world is that? Mr. Mario says yes. Never Wonder Woman, says Jehovah's daughter, Barbara. Don't recall that one either, although I know who the actress is, says LVK. All right, we can go on.
Interestingly, her costume was modeled after the new Wonder Woman comics. I've never seen Wonder Woman in these costumes. Have you?
So, new Wonder Woman comics. Do you guys recall costumes on Wonder Woman like this at all? And why is her hair green on the right? It's weird. I mean, it's very 60s, yes, but that's just bizarre.
Speaking of costumes, the Wonder Woman we know and love has some costumes that are completely foreign to me. Do you remember these?
Oh, you're going to see them. Not these, but the ones that we talked about, the boots having the stripe and the white on top. The star pattern changing on the bottoms. I remember it being a W, not a bird. It's all wrong for me.
These two could have been just one episode I missed, but I have no memory of a crown mask or Wonder Woman diving suit. Do you?
Does anyone remember these costumes? Again, they could have been one-off episodes that I missed. But does anyone remember these costumes? Jency says, no, never seen these. Never. Mand Animal says no. LVK is nope. Just through bottom left. No, this is Joseph. I agree. It did not exist in my reality either, Jency. Mr. Super Sidewinder is a nope. All right, we can go on. I know you're getting tired.
Here she is seen in her Amazonian outfit with a crown I do not recognize, blonde wig, and triangle has. What is that?
XXXIII or 33 on it. 33 guys.
That's weird.
Has anyone ever seen this before? The 33 on her chest and the headband?
I've seen none of it. I've only seen her in the Wonder Woman outfit. That's it.
I got a never know what the WTF, this never existed. Wow from Pushing Buttons. 33, the Freemasons' favorite number that shows up everywhere. Never saw this before, says LBK. No, says Mr. Super Sidewinder. I honestly don't remember. Does it tell you the name of the episode there? No. I covered this years ago, guys. I'm sorry. I think it was 2 years ago. Let's see. It was gold, not red. No, says Joseph. Never saw it before, says LBK. Yes, there was a rebooted in 2011, which also failed. Never. I'm going to have to rewatch some episodes too. All right, you can go on.
I have no memory of Diana dressing as human and Wonder Woman hybrid. It was either Wonder Woman costume or regular clothes, but here she added her crown.
So does anyone remember her dressing in human clothes with her lasso and crown?
No.
Welcome back, Lindsay. Good morning. I don't think I remember this outfit and crown. Who's that supposed to be? Nope, not me, says LV. No, says Mandanimal. No, says Pushin'. Or no crown. All right, go ahead. So here's some more pictures of her dressed in human clothes with the crown and the lasso, the weird mask, and the 33 outfit. Now she's wearing a Zorro mask. Never remember this, says Jency. Lindsay does not remember Linda Carter wearing that.
Also, do you remember Wonder Girl? No.
Does anyone remember Wonder Girl? Jehovah's Daughter says nope, but that could be for the last slide. Yes, she wore normal clothes until she changed into her super outfit. I agree. Change her. There is a phone booth up the street from me, but it just doesn't work. No Wonder Girl, says Jency. Nope, says Pushing Buttons. It was always one or the other. She didn't mix clothing styles, says LVK. I don't remember normal clothes, says Jency. Maybe in a comic book, but not in the show, says Pushing. Joseph says no. Okay, you can go on, Jeff. Oh, wait, stop. Go back. I just want to point out the bracelets are silver here on both of them.
Deborah Winger starred as Wonder Woman's younger sister, Wonder Girl, in 3 episodes of the series.
Yeah, so 3 episodes. No mini-me, says Mr. Super Sidewinder. Barbara vaguely recalls, but thought it was a Wonder Woman Who episode? Super Mario says that Sandra Bullock was in a Bionic Showdown made for TV movie in 1989. It's around the time she did Mystic Pizza, right? No silver, says Barbara. Yep, that's one of the old Mandela effects we covered. Along with her gigantic starred cape and stripes. So weird. Oh, it was on a Wonder Woman episode's autocorrect. Yep. We have autocorrect issues all the time. Wonder Bread. Oh, I never told you guys about Underdog. He got his powers. The original writers of the show wrote a book giving the backstory. Apparently, his father used to be a tracker, like a beagle, and track criminals, and he got killed by a train. But before he died, he told his son to go after and become the tracker. And the bad guy got him in a coal mine and sealed him in, and I don't know, some rocks inside the cave gave him his superpowers. So that's the backstory of where he got his superpowers from. And the pill was just for energy. It restored his energy. It did not give him powers. All right, you can go on, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Excuse alert. Fizzy Pop came across this article showing I am not alone on having no memory of Wonder Girl. Who the heck are all these Wonder Girls?
Can you even read that? It's so tiny.
Yeah. So maybe hopefully you saw Wonder Woman and maybe definitely you loved it, and maybe hopefully you have decided to start looking into some Wonder Woman comics. And if you did, maybe probably you encountered something about Wonder Girl or multiple Wonder Girls and were like, what the hates? You're not alone. Wonder Girl, or Donna Troy, or Troya, is infamous for having one of the most complicated, confusing series of retcons, reboots, and flat-out errors in superhero history. To the point that there are comics titled both Who is Donna Troy and Who is Wonder Girl. So let's see if we can shed a little light.
Well, we already know who Wonder Girl is now. She has 3 episodes in the Wonder Woman series. It's just nuts to me.
Yeah. Again, I do not claim to have seen every single episode, but I am a fan of the franchise and watched the series as a kid. These are all new to me, but may just be info I missed.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, you want to get to the last folder of the night?
Yep.
You want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
Yeah, you read it.
Okay. Guys, we have some music clips coming up. Be prepared to answer. Got a lot of stuff in this. I was supposed to show this on Hebrew, but he forgot. I have a Mandela effect with the $6 million woman. Or the bionic woman. I forget. It was one of them. Alright, guys. There are a couple issues with Ghostbusters I want to talk about. The first is the song. Get ready to hit pause when you get, it's either this slide or the next one. I think it's the one after this one. Fill in the blank. That's weird. It's supposed to be if. Guys, that's supposed to be if. If there's something strange in blank neighborhood. That's supposed to be if. I don't know why it says when. I was probably like talking on the phone and wrote a different word. Distracted. Hey, Meister, I got calls just at the end. Okay. Answers are coming in. I've got the from Gen C. It was the. Yep, pushing buttons, the. Uh-oh, here we go. You see it, Jeff? Meister says the. LVK says your. Mandanimal says the. Barbara says your. Or was it yours, says Gen C? There's a reason why you guys are remembering both, Gen C. Your is Gen C's final answer. All right, we can go on. Okay, ready, hit pause. Oh, it's the next one. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's good. Let me read. I covered this pre-graphics, pre-Mandaloween. I remember in the neighborhood. At the time that I covered this before, he sang your neighborhood. Well, it's flipped back, and I have proof of when it was your. So it is a flip-flop. It went from the to your, and now it's back to the. And I have proof that it was your. So get ready. Okay, here's the official video with subtitles on. The subtitles still say your neighborhood. This is officially a flip-flop for me, so I wanted to share. So they're going to sing the. It's not a Yanny Laurel. It's just the. But the subtitles still say your. This is the clip that I saved when I presented this before. Let's go ahead, Jeff. In your neighborhood. It said in your neighborhood at the bottom. If you missed it, just rewind a little bit. I don't want to copyright. What's up next? Yes, he said that. It flip-flopped back to the. Now Jetsy's saying it was your WTF. It was your.
Yeah.
It was your. It went from the to your, and now it's back to the. It was definitely your in my reality. It was your, not the. Yes, it did. Oh, Jency's already answering. Also, I ain't afraid of no what. Jency says ghosts. So, guys, please fill in the next word. I ain't afraid of no what. Oh, Jency's getting an update. She's hearing it two ways. It was ghost for pushing buttons. Now Jency's with ghost. Goats. Goats. Oh, I'm tired. I ain't afraid no bat. And animals is ghost. Ghosts for Meister. Welcome, Dunno. Dunno says ghosts with an S. Noise Guru says toast. Still on that Breakfast Club kick. Holy goats. Says Go-Kart Bob. Yeah, it basically is. It really actually is. Yes, you're right. Okay, we can go on.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Can you pause it? Thank you.
I ain't afraid.
I remember ghosts with a plural, with an S. But it is ghost singular now.
That's how
For
I
those
remember.
of you remember it singular?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those of you that remember singular, it's not changed. But for me, it is. It was definitely ghosts with an S.
Would you even really be able to tell though? I mean, doesn't that kind of get?
Yes. Yes.
I wouldn't.
I totally heard an S before. And now it's just ghost. I believe you guys that remember ghost. LVK remembers ghost. I believe you guys, but for me it was ghosts with an S. Clear as day. Alright, go on, Jeff. Second, I didn't have time to Photoshop this. I'm sorry, everyone. But I have no memory of the bullet-shaped tail lights, and I have no memory of the large fins on the Ghostbusters hearse. Do you remember it looking like this? So it looked more like the one on the left for me, a smaller fin with regular headlights. Do you guys remember the double bullet shaped and that huge fin? The fin is twice the size of the one on the left. Like it blocks the window in the back, whereas the other one is below the window. Thank you, Meister. Meister says he's with me with the ghosts. Barbara says maybe timelines really have been converging. I agree. They totally have for me. Never pay attention, says Shensi. It's okay. Mandanimal says no. It's okay if you didn't pay attention. On the toys, it was more pronounced as pushing. Yeah, the Ecto one. Yes.
I never really looked at that kind of stuff.
There's a few scenes where they're prominent. Like when they show the license plate the first time.
I would never notice anything like that.
Yeah, I do. That looks so weird to me. Alright, we can go on. Oh, and there's a box at the top because that's what he wrote. Doesn't remember that. Finally, many of you remember the Ghostbusters logo reversed. Like the red part. And you could see it clearly on Hebro's DVD. Hebro was shocked to find it reversed on his DVD. I also have no memory of the Ghostbusters symbol being in the title. So do you guys remember Ghostbusters having the logo in the title of Ghostbusters? Because I do not. And why is the logo reversed on the DVD? For those of you that remember it reversed, this would be residue. Okay, Jack. And here's what I remember. So currently, the top is the official logo, but on the music album, the soundtrack, they have the logo I remember. Just Ghostbusters with a regular O. So Jency remembers it reversed. Christian does not and says it looks crazy reversed. Looks the same to me. Maybe says pushing buttons. And Animal says no.
That's how I remember it right there,
You remember it like I do, or you remember it like the top?
like you do.
Gotcha. Real Ghostbusters promo pilot short features a Bill Murray looking Peter Venkman, and they're all wearing the same color suits. Yeah, I remember hearing that there was a problem with the licensing, like they didn't want to give they weren't paying them enough or something for their likeness to be used. It wasn't in their contract. Something stupid like that. So they had to change it. No problem, Donna. Thanks for being here. I can't believe there's 20 of you watching at 4 in the morning Eastern time. It's
Right?
amazing. Cartoons definitely have residue. I completely agree, Jency. All right, guys. I honestly can't thank you enough for being here so late. It probably won't be this late again unless it's a fluke. But do you want to give a shout out before we go, Jeff? I gave the shout out when we got here.
Do the best I can.
2 a.m. is still late, LVK. It's Sunday night. 11 a.m. for Jency. She's got a normal time going on. That's good. Someone just jumped in just as we're about to leave. Whoever jumped in, I'm sorry. And I'm just letting you guys know the outro is still Halloween because I'm still working on the new outro. Just ignore the Halloween part. Jeff, you ready? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I was scared that your computer crashed.
I can't see everybody, but I'll do the best I can here. Got Gen C, LVK, Bandanimal, Noise Guru, Ed Hen, Barbara, Pushing Buttons, Joseph Zepzo, Lord Frybread, Michelle, Mr. Super Sidewinder, Lindsay, did I say Mandanimal?
Nope, you just did though.
Super Mario, of course. I think that's it.
Did you say Dunno?
No. Go Kart Bob was here. Let's see who else.
people hiding from you in the chat. LVK.
Yeah.
I know the chat disappears after a while. Did you get
Mhm.
Meister?
No.
Meister Ecop?
Mm-mm. There's Dono.
I think you got everybody now.
Looks like it, yeah.
All right, guys. Again, ignore the Halloween outro. That's all I got right now. We will see you next time. Again, on Thursday, we will be on Curious and Curiouser. Friday, we have our interview show. The promo is now up on my channel and Brian's channel. We are interviewing a guest who is Mandela affected, but technically more in like the creepy pasta category, like not really in the community. So it's going to be a really interesting interview, I think. And he is open to answering all of the questions that we normally ask. So it should be a really interesting show. If you can, check it out and check out his channel. It's linked in the description of the promo. The channel's name is Cryptid Candy. And we'll also see you back here next week. I hope you all have a great night, a great day. Thank you, Jeff, for being here. Thank you to the audience for being here.
You're welcome.
Have a great day, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you guys next time. Thanks for checking us out.
Bye-bye.